The past year has seen more exciting work in the Kansas West Conference thanks to the Bridges to the Future capital campaign. Camp Lakeside continues to undergo renovations and updates thanks to the Bridges campaign. Previous work on the wastewater system has been paid off, and renovations have started in the chapel. The chapel will receive new tile flooring and restroom facilities as part of its renovation. The camp is also receiving new water lines to meet state standards. In March of this year, funds were approved for a new visitor center at Camp Horizon. The new building, near the camp entrance, will provide office space for the camp's director and secretary, a registration and waiting area for arriving campers, and a nurse's station. The foundation for the new building is already in place, with overall construction scheduled to be completed in June. The campus ministry building at Emporia State University has undergone several upgrades thanks to the Bridges campaign. The main common area was redecorated, making the space more welcoming for students, and permacrete was applied to the exterior of the building to increase its curb appeal. The Washburn campus ministry building, which was purchased through a special bequest to the East Bridges campaign, also received a makeover as the ERC Designer Show House in Topeka. The entire building was remodeled and redecorated, and now houses several students.
I think one thing that I do like about it is that you can do so many different things in different places depending on the nature of the event and the number of people who are there. But it also just looks really cool. You know, each room is different, and I love to give tours when people come and see the excitement on their faces and just talk about the way that it used to look and how it looks now. So that's really exciting.
Meanwhile, the campus ministry at K-State put $25,000 towards renovations to its facility this past year and has several students living in the dormitory section of the building.
Our residential community has changed the way we do ministry. Instead of just inviting people to a Bible study or a worship service, we're inviting people to live in a Christian community together with brothers and sisters in Christ.
The best part about living at the Wesley is just the community and the people that live here. I mean, everybody's family, we all get along, we all go eat together, we hang out, we go watch movies.
And with worship services and group studies right in the building they live, student residents find it easy to participate in activities at the Wesley.
Every Tuesday night we have worship with the live praise band, and I play drums, guitar, and bass, so I've gotten a chance to play some.
The new building provides one place for all of the activities of the campus ministry. Previously, activities were shuffled between several locations.
We'd have to have a worship service on campus or in another church, and it was always trying to figure out where the campus ministry is happening when. But now we have one place that everyone has identified as the home for K-State Wesley, and that's helped us to form a stronger community of brothers and sisters in Christ together.
The KU campus ministry is in the process of finding and purchasing a building close to its campus that would provide many of the same benefits that have been seen at K-State.
Like worship is going to be there, and small groups are going to be there, and students are going to live there, and it's always going to be buzzing with activity. And it's just going to be a great center for Wesley KU to have that foundation where students can just come and be themselves and relax and don't have to worry about anything and worship and have fun and love God. And I'm so excited.
When a suitable building for the campus ministry becomes available, funds from the Bridges campaign will be there to help make a Wesley KU building a reality. Exciting things are happening in the Kansas West Conference in the field of church development. 2 new churches in the Wichita area are in the early stages of church planting. Pastor Rob Schmutz is leading the effort at a new church start in Park City. Things are already well on their way with a building purchased and under renovation.
Our plan is to be in here by the 1st of June, have this all done for the most part, so we can actually begin to worship in here on Sunday nights. Then in September, we'll begin to have preview worship experiences.
The church is moving into an empty retail center near the heart of downtown Park City. A former video rental store at one end of the center is being converted into the main worship area for the church.
So what we envision here is a non-traditional looking church that would be inviting to people that want Jesus in their lives, but maybe are intimidated by, brick and mortar kinds of structures with steeples and hardwood and all that kind of stuff.
For Pastor Schmutz, this new outreach fits well with the United Methodist legacy of ministering wherever there are people to hear the gospel.
There's not a United Methodist Church in Park City, and man, there needs to be, because this is a growing area. Instead of calling the people to come to us, we've got to go be the church to the places where the people are.
In Northwest Wichita, Pastor Mike Gaddy is in the preparation process for another church start.
The name that we've given the new church for Northwest Wichita is United Methodist Church at the Well. And that story of Jesus meeting the Samaritan woman at the well is especially meaningful to me, because I feel like that's what this church is called to do, is to meet people where they are in life. I know there are countless people that live in our communities, in our world, that are exactly where I was several years ago, having no understanding or no comprehension whatsoever of what it means or why a person would even want to be part of a faith community. And I feel that it is our duty and it is our call to help people understand that they are loved and that they are accepted regardless of their past, regardless of what's happened in their life, and that their past does not define their future.
The Kansas West Conference is taking a different approach to church planting with this new start. Aldersgate United Methodist in Wichita, where Gaddy has led a Saturday night worship service for the past 5 years, has agreed to act as the parent church to this new congregation. This means that Aldersgate will support the new congregation through prayers, facility space, and financial contributions. One of the success stories in Hispanic ministries this year has been Casa de Oración in Dodge City. Meaning House of Prayer, Casa de Oración is a growing Hispanic ministry housed within Dodge City First United Methodist. The congregations worship separately, though their children's Sunday schools meet together. Pastor Tanya Montero was appointed to the ministry last July, and since then, the congregation has seen a 200% increase in both attendance and giving. There are now more than 75 people in worship on an average Sunday. In February, 11 people were baptized, and in March, 14 new members professed their faith and joined the church. Meanwhile, Montero's husband, Gabriel Marrero, has been commissioned as an evangelist to develop the Hispanic ministries in several of the smaller communities around Dodge City. Since Marrero began working with them, the Ingalls congregation has grown from a handful to more than 50 regular worshipers. In fact, the congregation has outgrown their current worship center and is now looking for a larger space in which to worship. Small local churches across the conference are getting a boost through the work of Reverend Carl Ellis and the Center for Small Membership Churches. The Certified Lay Ministry program has been helping provide strong leadership for local churches by certifying and training lay members for ministry. Students complete the 11-month-long courses almost entirely online.
What I really liked about it was that it was online, and so that it would fit with my work and my family schedule.
Graduates from the CLM program usually end up serving small local churches that cannot afford a full-time pastor. The CLM classes give them the training they need in order to lead those churches effectively.
There's a New Testament course, there's an Old Testament course. You definitely learn how, like I said, you learn how to preach, you learn how to do pastoral care. It's just a very well-grounded, actual practical skills that you can apply in ministry.
The program also helps participants explore their call to ministry.
I didn't know going in if I had a call to preach, but now I believe that I do. So it really was life, changing for me.
The Center for Small Membership Churches is also making a difference through its Traveling Vacation Bible School program that helps small churches host VBS in their communities. Informational webinars on leadership and mission topics, and one-on-one consultations with small local churches. These ministries would not be possible without funding from the Bridges to the Future campaign. Because of the generosity of individuals and churches, the Bridges campaign is able to provide the support needed to help our conference grow and be even more vibrant and fruitful. Through our camps, campus ministries, and church development, we are continuing to reach people for Christ and make a difference in our world.